Hi, and welcome to the Powerful PD YouTube channel. I'm your host, Erica Harrell, and this channel is a space where we will discuss all things professional development in order to help you deliver high quality, high impact professional development that creates transformation for your learners. So I'm so excited to jump right in to episode number 1. In episode number 1, we are talking about 7 key decisions that you need to make before planning a professional development program. When I say professional development program, what do I mean? So when I say professional development program, I mean a series of professional development that you are delivering over the course of time in order to help your learners obtain a specific outcome. So this could be a professional development series that you deliver to a school over the course of months. This could be a digital course that educators enroll in and go through asynchronously. This could be a group program that happens over the course of 12 weeks and you meet once a week, and maybe there's some asynchronous aspects, there's some synchronous aspects. Whatever your professional development program is, I have realized that as ed consultants, we can get a bit overwhelmed by all of the decisions that you need to make in order to design and deliver this high quality professional development program. And so I've created 7 key decisions that you want to make before you start actually planning this program. Let's jump right in. Decision number 1, you want to decide your audience. Who is your audience? Get very specific. Don't just say teachers. What type of teachers? How long have they been teaching? What do they teach? Where do they teach? Get very specific about who your audience is, and then drill down even further to determine what are their challenges when it comes to the topic that you are going to teach them about in your program. What are their pain points? What are their challenges? What are the things that they are doing really well in this area? What are the things that they want to do better? Their hopes, their dreams, their desires. So get to know your audience. That's step number 1. All right, decision number 2 is all about your outcomes. You've got to get very clear on what are your outcomes for this program. List out the knowledge, skills, and mindsets that you want your learners to achieve at the end of your program. So thinking about that transformation you're hoping to create, where are they now? You dug into that in step number 1, decision number 1. So where are they now, and what transformation do you hope for that they will make by the end of your program? That's your key decision number 2. All right, moving right along to key decision number 3. Key decision number 3 is all about how you'll deliver this content. So here's where you get to decide. Do you want to do a PD series? Does that make the most sense? Where you will consult with schools and go in and work with them for over the course of a quarter or half a year or maybe an entire year or maybe multiple years. Do you want to do that digital course where you deliver it, you record it once, and then your learners can go into it on their own whenever they would like? Do you want to do more of a program where you have 5 to 10 to 20, however many learners at once with you in a group, and you're working together on this transformation? Is it a hybrid of some of the things that I just said all together, or is it something totally different? So decide, how will you deliver your information? That's key decision number 3. All right, key decision number 4, super important. Key decision number 4 is all about community and support. So how are you going to build community within your program? How are you going to support your learners outside of the more traditional sessions of your program? What will that look like? How can you be a value add to your learners even when they're not right in front of you? This is huge because this is a selling point. Whether you're selling to schools or individual educators, you get to sell that we have this community. We get to sell that this is how we'll support you. And so make sure that you're being very thoughtful about the best ways to support your learners, and you've decided that in advance so you can plan that into your program when you get to planning. All right, we're more than halfway through. We have key decisions 5, 6, and 7 to go through. Let's jump into number 5. Number 5, 6, and 7 are more logistical. Number 5, now that you know who your learners are, what the outcome is, you know how you're going to deliver the information, you know what the community will look like. Now I want you to think about, how long does this program need to be? Because when you're planning, you will need to have an idea of a length. Now I will say, when you get into planning, there's a chance that you say, oh, I thought that this program needed to be a quarter long, but now that I'm really digging into this, I think it's going to actually need to be a full year, or a half a year would be more beneficial to learners. Give yourself that grace. It's okay to shift, but right now, think about all those first 4 key decisions that you just made. What is the best idea that you have right now of how long it will take for your learners to make that transformation? That's the key. How long will it take for your learners to make the transformation? And that's how long your program should be. All right, key decisions number 6 and 7 are all about you. Has nothing to do with your learners or the program really. It's all about your own work. Number 6 is, what's your deadline for getting this done? A way to hold yourself accountable is by setting a deadline. So when do you want to get this work done by? When do you want to be able to start selling it and talking to educators about the opportunity that they have to work with you? Put a date on the calendar and do your best to stick to that date. All right, our final key decision is about you, but it's also about others. Who's going to be on your team? Just because you're an ed consultant doesn't mean you have to work alone. So there may be opportunities to bring in experts in different fields, maybe opportunities to bring in support like a virtual assistant or a personal assistant to help you get some of these tasks done, because building a professional development program is not easy work, especially when you're someone who really cares a lot about education, which I know all of you do as educators. And so you want it to be the best it can possibly be. So think creatively about, is there work within the building of this program, within the designing of it, maybe even within the delivery of it, that I could bring in someone to support me or a group of people to support me. Start thinking about that, maybe listing out some of the tasks they could do, so you can start finding them when you're ready to begin. All right, that's it. Those were our 7 key decisions to help you before you even begin planning your professional development program. I'd love to hear in the comments what you thought about them. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, I am so excited to make more videos for you, so definitely subscribe and like this video. And please, if you're not already, follow me on Instagram so we can connect even further. I hope you have a great day and keep embracing the power of professional development.